come on. Stupid camera. Finally. Now, today is the day! I will finally go deep into the southern swamp of Termina to finally research the native kingdom of the Deku scrubs found there. A lot of people have never seen this tribe, they are quite hostile and hard to reach after all, but I will go uncover all their secrets during this quite dangerous trip. So I will check my gear one more time, and then I will finally head off. Alright, yeah, cool. This shot should work. Alright, this is, day 2. I have rented a boat from the Swamp Tourist Center so I can get to the remote tribe. Sadly enough, I can't film on the boat because I might get water on it, which could certainly ruin the trip. But my main plan is to slowly approach them and stay out of sight for a while and observe them from a distance. So wish me good luck, because next time you will see me, I will be in the middle of hostile territory. Action! That's what everyone wants. But so many games are just pay to win, which ruins the experience. However, today's sponsor, Ocarina, doesn't have this problem. This is a competitive 5 versus 5 shooter where skill matters. You can choose between different mechs with special powers, and also different weapons that fit with certain playstyles. But this isn't all. You can also use tactics like flanking to hit your enemies in the back, which deals more damage while they can't fire back right away. It's all about being the best player. And every day you can work towards obtaining more mechs, weapons, maps and game modes that anyone can unlock. Ocarina is also running a huge celebration event in-game right now, with loads of awesome events and amazing daily welcome rewards during the first week. So download Ocarina. It's free to play on Android and iOS, and you can use my personal link or the QR code right here to get a black carbon skin, 300 A-coins, and 50,000 credits. And don't forget to add me, then we can play together. So jump in right now! Wait, why do I have this tape with me? It's from that advertisement I did. Oh well, I will just save it for now. The game is pretty fun. Anyway, it's day 3 now, and I'm deep in the southern swamp. I have finally reached the legendary Deku Palace. This is where the Deku monarchy is situated, an empire that has survived for years upon years. Now, while they are known for waging war, their entire complex is heavily patrolled by Deku guards, and it's almost impossible to get in there. But after looking around this place for a bit, I found out the following. There's a fortified outer wall surrounding a section of the swamp, and inside you will find huge gardens, and in the middle a royal chamber, which houses the Deku King, many other Deku scrubs, a small prison, and even a sacrificial pot of boiling water. Clearly, this tribe can be very violent and even barbaric, because the whole boiling pot thing is quite a harsh punishment. Overall, they are quite wary of strangers, and if other Dekus try to enter without permission, they usually become enraged. So one thing I learned today is that I should really avoid them before I end up inside of that darn pot. Now, as far as I've seen, they're quite underdeveloped. They don't have any type of technology, and their command structure is also, quite basic. Which is surprising, because the other settlements in Termina are all quite advanced. But for some reason, these Deku didn't really get any further. This once again shows that they are isolated from all the other civilizations found in this land. And if you look at their fortress, you can also understand why they have never been conquered. It's incredibly well protected and even located in an enclosed area. Now, surprisingly enough, this kingdom has schools, religious institutions, tourist attractions, and musical schools, specifically for the Deku pipes. These are an important part of Deku culture, specifically for the royal family members who use the pipes to enter their worshipping grounds. However, there's one thing that I came across that kind of, confused me. The main structure of the palace looks very different compared to everything else. It kind of looks like a huge beehive. It doesn't look like wood after all, and this could actually be the case. In the southern swamp, you can find huge flying monsters known as dragonflies. They possess electrical tails that can electrocute you and pose a threat to the Dekus in the area. And it could be that they made this hive-looking structure thing at some point, and the Dekus conquered this place to build their mighty palace, which is the center of their empire. Sadly enough though, I couldn't really find any more information. But hey, that's just... Oh darn! Alright. Alright, It's day 4, and I managed to escape from the royal guards that tried to imprison me for trespassing yesterday. I'm quite, glad I actually got away, because I really didn't want to be boiled alive by these savages. Now today we will look at quite a strange place that has been around for centuries, and we don't know a whole lot about it. The temple that's known as the Woodfall Temple, which is found deep within the southern swamp, and you can only reach it by going through a secret passageway within the Deku Palace area. Now, most of the temple is hidden from view, and it can only be revealed by playing the Sonata of Awakening. This is a song that is only known by the Deku royal family, and it's one of their most closely guarded secrets. And apparently it has the ability to wake anything that is asleep, such as a Deku scrub and even this temple. Now it is said that the Woodfall Temple is a site of worship for the Deku, however we don't know much about their religion. It is said that there are many decorative markings inside of the temple itself, and a single large empty room that may have been the main room in which they worshipped. According to some Dekus who left the kingdom and live in Clock Town, there are even sculptures of the king inside of the temple. So after hearing stories like that, the only thing that really makes sense to me is that the temple was built by the Deku Scrubs for the gods or god they worship. No one else could have made it, and if they did, then why would they include a sculpture of the current Deku King? I don't know, I mean, it just seems odd to me. And to be honest, if they actually made this temple, they are more advanced than I imagined at first. Because building such a complex structure filled with puzzles and a mechanism that can rise is quite advanced technology. Or magic, who knows. Now, after I studied the temple itself, I started to wonder about something. Who do they worship? Well, it turns out that there are 2 possible candidates. One of the 4 giants that protect the land of Termina, or an ancient warrior known as a Dolwa. Now, the first one is a guardian deity of Termina that rests in the 4 cardinal directions of the land. You know, Woodfall, Snowhead, Great Bay, and of course Ikana Canyon. And every year during the Carnival of Time, the people of Termina ask the 4 giants for a rich harvest in the year to come, while wearing masks resembling these deities to honor them. And the other deity is a tall tribal blade dancer, and he has a gigantic sword and shield. Now, according to legend, he once imprisoned one of the 4 giants as well as the Deku Princess, and he also corrupted the swamp itself. But after his defeat, the place turned back to normal. Now, personally, I think one of the 4 giants is more likely because they are worshipped in almost every settlement in Termina, while a Dolwa actually cursed the swamps they live in and kidnapped the daughter of the king. So they most likely don't worship him. Although it is said that all of that happened because of a demon known as Majora's Mask. And I gotta admit, a Dolwa is an ancient character who we have seen in books describing the Carnival of Time, usually being attached to the side of the Festival Tower. So who knows? But regardless of that, it's either of the 2, I think. Now, tomorrow I will leave again because I have finished my research. However, the last couple of days I've had the feeling that someone or something has been watching me. But soon I will be home again, so I should be fine. It's day 5 and I just got back in a safe territory and I was able to get out without being harmed whatsoever, actually. Now, at this point, I just need to go through the last part of the swamp in order to get back to my house in Clock Town, and there I can finally finish my writings on the Deku Kingdom. And maybe I will even get a Nobel Prize from the Termina Board of Science. Now that would be exciting. But, yeah, I gotta get out of here first, so I can finally finish my, Wait, what are you doing here? No! No! What are you doing? No!